be successful, we're going to have to run the football.
Which the Huskies struggled to do last season. But this year is a different story.
When we looked at Joe was whether he was going to be a running back or a defender or where we might use him.
Before the Huskies could use Joe, he needed to become healthy after tearing his labrum and breaking his collarbone during the last half of his senior football season.
I actually didn't know it was broken or torn until the end of the season. I kind of just got it wrapped, and the trainer kind of thought it was just like a bruise or something in there, so I kind of just played through it.
Even though Joe was injured for most of the season, he still tallied up over 700 yards and had 8 touchdowns. But he couldn't have done that without a little help from his father.
He's actually been my coach throughout pretty much my entire life, except for my junior and senior year. So I kind of learned everything from him. He taught me everything I know. He taught me the basics of everything, the fundamentals, and just ever since then he's been my greatest role model.
Another role model that has impacted Joe is former Bears running back Walter Payton. But how did a kid from Oak Creek, Wisconsin find out about him?
Just kind of learned about him, and then just started getting into it, watching some videos on him, and then just definitely started looking up to him.
After watching endless videos on Walter Payton and being able to watch him in person, Joe took some of what he learned and made it his own.
He works hard, he just does whatever he can, so I just kind of model after, more after, how he prepares.
Which ended up working out for Joe because the SCSU football coaching staff started to take notice.
We knew he had the athletic skills to compete at our level and certainly wanted to be a part of the Husky football.
When Joe committed to play ball at the next level, he knew it was going to be tough because guys are going to be faster and stronger. But coming to SCSU helped with his game when he got to learn from veteran running back Jalen Huff.
Playing under Jane, he was a great player, great person. I learned a lot from him. He taught me a lot, understand the game a lot more. So I think just coming behind him and learning from him was really big for me.
For Joe, he's had some carries a year ago and everything like that as a true freshman, and being in his second year, it's a tribute to his conditioning and the time and effort they put in over the summer.
After Joe's freshman season, Jalen Huff transferred to NIU, which put Joe in a starting role for the Huskies. But that pressure didn't faze him as he ran over 160 yards and had 2 touchdowns against Southwest Minnesota State University.
I don't make any of those runs if the linemen don't, do their job, and they did a very good job at it.
In the first half of the game, the Huskies allowed 26 points. But as they came out for the second half, the Pack was just getting started.
I think I kind of started a little slow, kind of feeling out a little bit too much, and then just kind of started to, let it go. As we all did, I think. We all just started playing.
As the linebacker that was blitzing, and he kind of popped Joe a little bit.
We didn't want to be the ones, that take those hits. We want to give them. So after that, I kind of just, got the mindset that I'm not going to take that.
By the time the game we were in full swing of things, he wasn't really saying much after that, just because we started becoming very dominant.
The Huskies did just that, scoring 26 unanswered points in the second half, winning 41-26. Moving forward to this week of action, it's a whole new ball game.
I just kind of, after the game, I enjoyed it a little bit, and then, the next day it's just back to work. It's the next game, so I can't really dwell on it too much.
We were watching film on the team that we're going to be playing this week, and there's a defensive lineman that he just came and he just smacked the running back, and the running back fell and just looked like he was hopeless. And I just looked at him and I just said, that won't be us.
My dad, he'd always come to all our practices and stuff, and every once in a while he'd take me out in the backyard and he'd show me some stuff to help teach me all that. I started football mostly in 3rd grade, and that's when we first started tackle football back in Beaver Dam.
When my mom passed away?
I was pretty young, I was 5, so I don't remember a whole lot of it. So it just it was a long time ago. She liked football when we were little, so that's why I like playing, one of the reasons why I love playing this game. My junior year, we made it to playoffs, and that was a lot of fun. We made it the second round of playoffs. That was probably one of the funner points in that. We had a whole bunch of D3 schools, because Wisconsin, we have all D3 schools, and then the Badgers there. I didn't get looked at by any D1 schools. I got looked at a little bit from Winona, and then a couple other schools in the conference. A lot of it was on my official visit. I just liked the atmosphere up here and everything. I visited, the only other official visit I did was at Winona, but I liked it up here a whole lot better. Freshman year, we went 12-2. I wasn't playing yet because I was a redshirt, but we went 12-2, and we were practicing through November into December, and that was pretty awesome. I'd love to get back there again this year, hopefully. I'm just trying to focus on college right now, but it makes me a little nervous thinking about starting to try to do all that stuff on next level. They're quite a bit bigger and faster than our level right now, so a lot of it's watching like the little things I do. Like there's a few things I still need to work on, and I'd like to get those all finished and out of the way before all that time comes around. And then a lot of it too is just watching film and studying just football in general. Our coach will put up some NFL tape every once in a while, or he has some from last year, so I go in and watch that every once in a while, just to watch how they move and everything. It's really exciting to have all the scouts come in and get to talk to them and everything. It's fun. We've had quite a few. I think we're up to 12. Because in the spring we had the Bears and the Vikings come for a junior day, and then the Bears came back this fall. And then we had the Panthers, the Cardinals, the Seahawks, Dolphins, Jaguars, Saints came last week, and I think a couple more. So I know I'm keeping a list so I can remember all who came, and I know we're up to 12 so far.
I have an older brother who I look up to a lot, and so seeing him play sports throughout his life, and that's what really got me hooked onto it. The reason that I became a wide receiver is because of him, but when I got to high school, he was a senior, so he was on varsity, so I got to be one of those little freshmen in the stands who was watching his older brother play, and that kind of got me hooked on, like, man, I want to be like him one day, playing on Friday nights.
My dad did. He played high school football and then college football as well. Back when I was really young, started playing like t-ball, flag football, and basketball. All the way up to high school, he was like my head coach, playing football, and then just kind of him having that football background has taught me a lot.
The main reason I came here was just the players. I visited a lot of schools, and some of the players, it was decent, but coming here, I was just accepted right away, even as a senior in high school.
Both my parents went here, but that really they never pushed me to come here to play football. But originally I wanted to play basketball in college, but 43 Hoops, they asked me to try out again my senior year, and I started the year before and kind of didn't feel that was right. So then I just kind of focused on football, and St. Cloud kind of just gave me the biggest opportunity to come here.
Each week, sometimes people give you a different flavor, and you have to change the whole game plan you had going in based on what they did.
So we had JP one-on-one down the seam, and he was able to create some separation and did a really nice job bringing the ball in.
The first two games, we were running the ball a lot. We were doing a lot of good things on the ground, so the passing game, wasn't quite there. And in this game, coming in, we decided, we get man coverage, so we decided to throw the ball a lot.
Seeing Cole on third down the sideline. It was a vertical route, and he did a great job going up. The corner was in good position to make the play.
Went up, jumped, and went to tap my foot down to get one foot in, and looked at the ref. He's like, "Do you have the ball?" Showed him the ball, and it said touchdown.
Going in Augustana, me and Cole were like, okay, we see what we can do, what our whole receiving core can do. Let's go out there and continue to do it and show people what we actually are.